Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 9. In this video, we are going to present material about research design non-experimental correlation research. Our group consists of 3 presenters. The first is Indah Fatihatul Amanah, the second is Amalia Fauziah Ulmi, and the third is Rifkinatul Munah. So let's start our presentation. Our material contains 4 main contents. The first is definition and purpose. The second is types of correlation research. The third is data collection method. And the fourth is characteristics and correlation coefficient. So now let's start with the first contents of this material. That is definition and purpose. So what is actually correlation research? Correlational research is non-experimental research that employs data derived from pre-existing variables. There is no manipulation of the variables in either type of research. In their simplest form, correlational studies investigate the possibility of relationships between only two variables, although investigation of more than two variables are common. Correlational research is also sometimes referred to as a form of descriptive research, because it describes an existing relationship between variables. The next is the purpose of correlational research. There are two main purposes of correlation research. The first is explanatory studies. Correlation research aims to determine and explain the degree to which a relationship exists between two or more variables. The second is prediction studies. Correlation research develops prediction models to be able to predict the future value of a variable from the current value of one or more other variables. Next, the second content is types of correlation research. There are 3 types of correlation research. Those are: first, positive correlational research. Positive correlational research is a research method involving two variables that are: if one variable increases, the other one also increases, or if one decreases, the other also decreases. The second is negative correlational research. Negative correlational research is a research method involving two variables that are statistically opposite, where an increase in one of the variables creates an alternate effect or decrease in the other variable. The third is zero correlational research. Zero correlational research is a type of correlational research that there is no relationship between the variables. In this case, a change in one of the variables is not trigger a corresponding or alternate change in the other variable.
Hello, my name is Amalia Fauziah Ulmi. I'm explanation about data collection method. There are 3 methods. The first method about naturalistic observation. Naturalistic observation is a correlational research methodology that involves observing people behavior as shown in the natural environment where they exist over a period of time. The second method is about archival data. Archival data is a type of correlational research method that involves makes use of already gathered information about the variable in correlational research. The third method about survey method, it involves random sampling of the variable or the subject in the research in which the participant fill a questionnaire centered on the subject of interest.
Okay, the next slide is about characteristic and correlation coefficient. There are 3 characteristics. The first is non-experimental. Correlational research is non-experimental as it does not involve manipulating variables using a scientific methodology in order to agree or disagree with a hypothesis. The second is dynamic. Statistical patterns between two variables that result from correlational research are ever changing. The correlation between two variables changes on a daily basis and such, it cannot be used as a fixed data for further research. The last is backward looking. Correlational research doesn't take the future into consideration as it only observes and measures the recent historical relationship that exists between two variables. In this sense, the statistical pattern resulting from correlational research is backward looking and can cease to exist at any point going forward. Correlational coefficient. A correlational coefficient is an important value in correlational research that indicates whether the interrelationship between two variables is positive, negative, or non-existent. The correlational coefficient helps you to determine the degree of statistical relationship that exists between variables. Correlation in the broad sense is a measure of an association between variables. Okay, that's all about our presentation. Thank you for your nice attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.